Here in Malaga at the Costa del Sol of Spain, 3,000 years of history collide with 20 of the world's best BMX riders. Not only will they battle for podium, but today a series champion will be crowned. So don't go anywhere. The 2018 Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, buenos dias, bienvenidos en Malaga. Welcome to the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship title, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we all been waiting for at the Ruben Alcantara skate park. My name is Andy Zeiss, joined here with my partner in crime, the living legend, none other than Mr. Sebastian Keefe.
I am just so stoked to be here, Andy. We've got the best skate park in the whole world with 20 of the most incredible riders ever.
20 of the best riders. They deserve their earned their spot over here in Malaga. Again, this is the World Championship title, and this is what happened throughout the 2018 season. Started off things nice and early in Sydney, Australia, where none other than last year's winner, Larry Edgar, claimed the win. Huntington Beach, California, with the winner, Dennis Anderson, on the podium. Guadalajara, Mexico, with again the repeating winner, Jason Watts. But the big question is, Baz, who will walk away with the 2018 World Championship title?
It's all to ride for today, Andy. Unfortunately, Sergio Leos was hurt, but Larry Edgar has a very good chance.
We just gave you a little bit of inside information, but if you want to check out what happened throughout that 2018 season, here's some snippets coming your way.
The Vans BMX Pro Cup kicked off its second season in Sydney, Australia at the Five Dock Skate Park. Having yet to make a top 10 Pro Cup finish, the Aussie Ripper Alex Hyam secured his place on the podium with massive tabletop variations and unique transfers. 2017 Pro Cup Australia winner Sergio Leos was looking to repeat his previous year's victory, but the Spaniard took second to reigning Pro Cup champion Larry Edgar, who claimed the first win of the season with his fearless approach and his blasting airs. Stop number 2 brought us to Huntington Beach for the Vans US Open. Despite a staggering injury from a crash early in practice, Larry Edgar managed to persevere through, showing Pro Cup fans that he still belonged on the podium. After a taste of glory in Australia, Alex Hyam was hungry for more. His technical combos and ballsy transfers allowed the 22-year-old back to claim a silver finish. Having missed the top spot in Australia, Dennis Anderson was out for redemption. With unique lines and a smooth, laid-back style, the California local wowed the crowd and judges alike, securing the gold. Heading into Mexico for stop number 3, the podium saw another shakeup. This time, another Australian, Boyd Hilder, clinched his first ever Pro Cup podium by elevating his game to claim a third-place finish. Sergio Leos managed to close the gap with the series leader Larry Edgar by making a return appearance to take another second. Ultimately, it was Jason Watts who showed the crowd what he does best in Mexico. He destroyed the park with speed, power, and flow to repeat his 2017 win.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, all of the world BMX enthusiasts clicking in on Red Bull TV right now. There you have an idea. 3 magical, amazing stops, but the magic number is cuatro, because here right now in Malaga, Spain, is not only the 4th and final event, there's also the final battle, who will walk away with the 2018 World Championship title. There are 3 gentlemen, in fact, who could potentially still claim it, but none other than Larry Edgar, last year's winner, Baz. He is in a comfortable 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's all to ride for today, Andy. Larry Edgar, if he takes the win, he'll obviously be our 2018 world champion. Alex Hyam has a good chance, but he needs Larry Edgar to finish quite far down in the ranking.
Exactly right, and it's a very unfortunate, actually, that none other than the Spanish guy out of Madrid, none other than Sergio Laios, is out of competition with a lacerated spleen just 2 weeks ago. So very unfortunately, we cannot see Sergio riding here, but the good news is he's well in spirits. He's on top of the deck here cheering all the riders up. So well, heal up well, Sergio, and we're going to see you very, very shortly in 2019. And this, in fact, some words speaking about his injury from himself. Here you go, Señor Sergio Laios. What an absolute legend, Sergio Laios. Do you see he had nothing but smile? He wasn't in a British hospital 2 weeks ago, now back here in good spirits. So yesterday, Baz, what already super savage, super carnage, and here's some highlights coming out of yesterday's semis.
Yeah, Semcock was incredible. We went out there and he showed the judges how to ride this course, but it was an absolute battle out there yesterday, and all the riders had so much to do.
Alejandro Ibarra, aka P2, who is a crowd favorite, not only a crowd favorite because he is a local boy. He lives here in Malaga, and he showed everyone how this course should be ridden. Absolutely on fire, that guy. Mucho fuego, as I like to say. Look at that. Super steez going both directions. But this gentleman, he is the winner here in Malaga from 2017. And the good news is he claimed himself to he earned himself another final spot.
That's right, Andy. Chasehawk advances in the first place position for today's final. He went out there yesterday and he really showed the judges exactly how this course is supposed to be ridden.
Exactly right, and these gentlemen you just witnessed on the screens right now are only a few of the most highly decorated athletes on the planet. Guys like Dennis Anderson, Larry Edgar, Matt Cordova, all of them will shred this masterpiece created by the local legend, Ruben Alcantara himself. I cannot wait. What will we witness very, very shortly, Baz?
It's going to be absolutely incredible. I can't wait to see my favorite riders go do battle on this course. But I think we're going to go and get a course preview in a minute with myself and Alex Heim to really break down the course.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Tyler Fernangle. We're here in Malaga, Spain for the last stop of the Vans BMX Pro Cup. Here's your GoPro course preview.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, big thanks to GoPro and Tyler Fernangle with that GoPro course preview. That was an absolutely masterpiece, and he's just showed us how this skate park, created by the legend himself, Mr. Ruben Alcantara, should be shredded. Absolutely amazing park. If there's one spot on the planet to host the World Championship final, is right here in Malaga, Spain.
Yeah, it really showed you well of how quick the course comes at you. There's ramps everywhere, and the design is so unique. Ruben did such an incredible job. You know, he used his 20 years of experience traveling the world, riding all the different spots, to really put it to paper and give the riders something special to ride.
Let's take a quick look, Baz, here on the screens right now, so you people have an idea how this contest will be judged. We have the top 10 for the semifinals, meeting the 10 free pre-seater riders that qualified already. They are separated in 3 heats total, and all of the gentlemen have 3 runs per rider. Of course, to a maximum of 60 seconds, and the riders can utilize full time regardless of faults. What does that mean?
Yeah, the riders have a lot more breathing room in this format. They can really go out there, try some of their biggest tricks, and it doesn't matter too much if they take a crash, because they won't be penalized. They'll be able to get up and try again.
So in a nutshell, this course and this format asks to blast and go crazy and be creative. And we are looking at heat number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the party started with Cody Pollard, Miguel Kesta, Jaden Mucha, Paul Turler from Germany, Sam Koch, and none other than the Brisbane local out of Australia, Mr. Chris James. I am super excited right now. Goosebumps all over my arms. And Baz, I think we're in for a treat.
Without a doubt, Andy, this is going to be spectacular, that I can guarantee. And this guy we're starting with, Cody Pollard from Brisbane, Australia. He is no stranger to the big contest. He knows how to air. Check this out.
Getting the party started with this huge, huge invert coming out of the tallest quarter pipe this course has to offer. And I didn't underestimate. This kid likes to go buck wild. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championships Men Finals is on the way.
What an entrance. He just started his run with a huge air on the quarter pipe, and he's kept it going. Look, lots of flow, lots of speed.
Look at that. Where is he taking this speed? Airing out and blasting out of that bowl corner. Yeah, buddy. Looking good so far. And now another one of the badass Aussie riders making the Australian BMX scene looking super good right now. 15 seconds for you, Cody. Where is he taking the last little finishing touches out of this course? 360, going for the 360 manual at 10. Regardless, big up and big shout out to Cody Pollard.
Always one of our crowd favorites, Cody Pollard. He absolutely destroyed the contest at 5 Dock in Australia early on in the year. But we're getting started now with Miguel Cuesta.
He is a local here, 30 years of age, and there's a reason why the crowd is supporting and cheering a brother up, because he is from right here, Malaga, España. Good wall ride, kicking things out here over the hip into the wedge. Getting that speed, Baz. Where is he taking the energy? Got a little bit squirrely there, but no big deal, no dramas. Miguel still got 30 seconds here on the clock, shredding this course into pieces.
24 seconds left of his first run, Andy. Where's he going? He's got some speed, heading towards the wave.
We like to call it the wave because this thing is asking for surfing. influenced by Ruben Alcantara's second passion, the surfing, and Miguel has 10 or more seconds on the clock remaining.
Yeah, nice transfers. You see him hit the box jump and go to the left there.
Well, look at the combination, the 1 foot tabletop to on the other direction.
Very technically difficult trick.
And that is time, ladies and gentlemen. First run in here for Miguel Cuesta, the Malaga local. Very, very impressive run. And I have to tell you, there is a reason why this kid, this amigo, earned a spot here in the 20-men final. And we are getting ready right now for Jaden Mucha as Rochester in the United States. And Jaden, he wants to hear the people. This kid yesterday was pumping to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. All eyes on this kid.
Check the height, Andy. Look how much speed he's got.
Wow, big X-up transfer, coast to coast. I like to call it spreading them wings for as far as possible for that tuck no-hander. Look at that energy, look at that fuego he brings to this course. Just grabbing the front of that front end on that tire. I love his energy, I love his style. Cranking it up a notch, going for the transfer. And there's the backflip tail whip. Now, if you're not familiar with BMX tricks, ladies and gentlemen, these were two hard combinations combined in one. You do a backflip, all going upside down, and midway, you're spinning the bike on a full rotation. That's called the backflip tail whip. And Jaden Mucha's got another 15 seconds on the clock.
Incredible run. We saw that backflip tail whip, but can he finish on a big trick? 270 over the box.
He says thank you, and the crowd rewards him with muchas gracias from their side. Well done first performance here. On the big screen right now is the German local out of Viersen in Germany, doing it for Red Bull and Vans and a tall order. One of our guys here making sure he has the space on the deck. Please welcome to the first visit on the course, Mr. Paul Turlin. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Paul. He really impressed me this season. And take a look at that style pass.
Look at that, huge opposite alley-oop into the flat bank quarter, keeping his speed.
Where is he taking that speed? That's the question. Oh, the Superman C-grab Indian. The Indian variation of a Superman C-grab is when you twist your legs kind of like sideways. Oh, going for the whip. Was that a down whip?
That was an opposite tail whip, Andy. Back towards the box jump. Nice, smooth 360. Keeping his speed. Look at the manual line.
Good. Going and you're taking advantage of the freshly built touches here to the course. He's got a little more than 15 seconds on the clock. Come on, keeping the front wheel up, keeping the front wheel up. All right, good on you, mate. This kid is a good mix of style, speed, and tricks. Oh, slightly slid out there. We don't have him on the screen right now, but all right. The good news is he kept his smile, and that's what it's all about. Big up and shout out to Paul Turlin, Baz.
Yeah, he just got a little bit unfortunate at the end of his run there, sliding out. But you know what? I don't think the judges are going to penalise him too much. It wasn't on a trick attempt of any kind. He was just kind of finishing his run. But you know what? We are getting started now with his first run.
You want to have some big time right now, because actually this is Zam Kok out of the Netherlands riding right now. 22 years of age. Zam Kok qualified here, coming out of the semis yesterday with a second place, if I'm not mistaken, right after P2. And this kid has so much style, doing it for fly bikes. Look at that energy he brings to this skate park here in Malaga.
He's flying around the skate park like a housefly, changing direction. Look at that. Quick lines, lots of turns, style, tricks. He really has got it all, this kid.
And he still has 18 seconds on the clock to do more of that goodness. Wall ride transfer, stepping it up and stepping it down on the tombstone and taking that speed towards the box shot with a 180 transfer. Zam Kok.
Are you kidding me? He just did a 180 over the box jump, landing backwards. It's so difficult to pull that rollback.
Walk me through it, Baz. Walk me through it. So the 180 is a half of the 360, meaning you land backwards.
You land backwards at speed, Andy, and you having to ride your bike backwards. Crazy trick.
Speaking of speed, what a magical introduction for this gentleman. This is none other than Chris James, absolutely on fire from the Gold Coast in Australia.
Are you kidding me? Did you see that flare? He took his hands off.
Everyone's seen it. Look at that height he brings to that masterpiece here on the middle. I like to call it the island, that jump box.
Absolutely electrifying run so far. Look at that huge 540 on that bowl corner.
Wow. I think we didn't underestimate our talking, Baz. It all came down to these moments here. Malaga, the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship are on your way, and Chris James is unhailing. Wow. Unfortunately went down, but no big drama.
Andy, with 12 seconds left to go of his run, that's the best run we've seen all day. That was absolutely incredible. I can't believe how much he packed into that short time.
It was unreal. It was unreal. And the good news is I'm just getting excited to see what this guy delivers for run number 2 and run number 3 in a few moments. But we are back taking a quick little breather right now. And while we were watching some of the recaps just after everyone's first runs. Look at that, Cody Pollard here, the first gentleman dropping in, and he just lays the bike as flat as possible, turning things downwards for the so-called turn down, twisting them bars, and that was his last little finishing touch towards the end of his first visit to the run. And then we had Miguel Cuesta.
Look at that. Did you see that huge air, Andy?
Everyone saw it, Baz, and this is exactly the reason why the local crowd made him go buck wild. Jaden Mucha here from Rochester, I believe, in the wonderful state of New York, blasting this course into pieces with a backflip too. That was beautiful.
That was incredible, Andy. Just watching the frame as he was upside down spin around was such an incredibly difficult trick.
And also this kid, Paul Turlin, out of Germany, made in Germany is a tag he likes to bring to every course. Look at this talent. He's got the speed and style. But also this gentleman from the Netherlands, but he's an absolute vagabond. He travels the world to each and every stop here of the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Tour Series. Sam Koch, really, and we not forget that 180. Will we see that? Here it is. Look at that.
How does he land backwards and pull the rollback? So
I have no idea. And Chris James, last but not least, wonderful. Just absolutely beautiful. Whoa, God, did you see that? Wow. Well, you know what? I'm just getting excited after heat number 1. This is the current leaderboard. Chris James in first, Sam Koch in second, and Jaden Mucha in third, followed by Paul, Miguel, and Cody Pollard. But again, this is a current standing, which means this is a progressive score. This is, you know, there's still a lot of room to get optimized, because in the end, the judges will make sure it's an overall impression scoring. But after 3 runs, we will see only the last final results. Back to Cody Pollard's second visit.
Exactly that, Andy, and check the height. Did you see his bike upside down on that first hit to the course?
I like how he just tucked his head in really, really tight to be as flat as possible.
He was at least 10 foot out on that quarter pipe.
Good, good. A massive transfer coming out of Cody. And the guys here on the deck, they appreciate what they see. They're cheering a brother up. Cody Pollard taking advantage of that ball corner just to get speed for the opposite direction for another booster air. Yeah, Cody, massive charge over the spine. Unfortunately, landed a little flat, but no dramas. Look, he's holding his hip right there. Hopefully nothing too serious happened right there. He is handicapped. He has something on his right forearm. And here back to the local boy, Miguel Cuesta.
Yeah, nice kick out over the box jump there. heading in towards the hip. Nice little controlled manual roll. He's got no brakes on his bike, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Yes, nice stylish kick out.
Good little input you gave just right there, Baz. What is the difference, you know, having no brakes on the bike?
You know, you have to have a better balance with no brakes because you know there's no help. But did you see that huge opposite 270 there?
Oh yeah, unfortunately got to slip out a little bit, but no drama. He's still got 25 seconds still to go and to deliver the goods to this course. Now it's all in the wave to get speed. Taking that alley-oop by this way. Whoa! And let's not forget, it is bloody challenging because it's approximately 180,000 degrees out there here in southern Spain.
Exactly, Andy, and it's so difficult to go out there and put a consistent run together. You have to be very fit. You have to be, you know, you have to overcome the nerves, and these riders have got it all to do, especially in the heat, as you say. But you know what? Jaden Mucha is dropping in for his second run.
Wow, I love how he just hold it and hold it and hold it that X up.
Check the height of this young lad.
That trick, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that's called the Grizz Air, where you stretch the leg behind you and the bike is totally in front of your torso.
We saw the backflip tail whip in his first run. I wonder if we'll see it again. There's the Superman.
Nicely stretched, a nice extension out of that Superman. Stretched the legs behind his bike and the arms forward, flying like a Superman, and that's the reason why we call this trick the Superman. Going for the opposite direction with a front tire grab. 10 seconds for Jaden. Looking towards the last little moments. Good job, Baz. What do you think?
Yeah, he looks like he lost a little bit of steam towards the end of his second run there, but he still has his third run to go out there and show the judges that he's consistent as we saw him earlier.
Rightio. All right, back to Germany, back to Paul Turlin, dropping in for visit number 2. Stretching his arms for the so-called no-hander. Hung up slightly, but no dramas, kept his speed.
Really nice flowy start to his run. He chose a very different line straight out the gate. Big air on that bowl corner.
That's exactly what the judges like to see. Be creative, using every single centimeter of this course.
Wow, this is a really good run. Beautiful 360 over the spine. Big 1-foot flatty over that hip.
Land a little bit low, but no big deal. Still got 25 seconds on the clock.
Nice look back.
One of the most, one of the biggest German BMX exports right now.
Wow, big pocket there. Did you see him transfer from the right to the left there, around the corner?
5 seconds.
Very difficult, that one.
Going for the 180, the second rider in the game, and a bar spin fakie. Good performance and nice little finishing touches at the end of his second run.
Beautiful run. You see that, Andy? Another rider opting to go for the fakie trick because they know the judges reward those kind of tricks.
And back to the Dutch guy, the Flying Dutchman, as I like to call him, because this is Zam Kok from the Netherlands.
Check the speed, Andy. Where's he going?
Taking the speed into the wave for Supersonics.
Check the transfer.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
And those lines are just was the intention when Ruben Alcantara built the skate parks. Those lines are exactly the reason why these lines are built into this footprint. Little less than 30 seconds to go for Zam. Taking the speed, all eyes towards the island. Moto kick out with a little bit of ET, pedal air. Zam looking very, very comfortable on the course. Good pocket, taking advantage of the freshly built extension here in the Malaga skate park. I gotta say, this is a very, very impressive second run. Even the Fitz can't believe it.
That was a great second visit from Sam Kok.
All right, now back to this kid.
Here we go, Andy. Get ready for some height.
Dropping in, here we go. Oh my Lord. Ho, ho, ho. He jumped out of the frame.
Wow, the air time on that Indian air seat grab.
just witnessed a front flip no-hander.
That was absolutely mind-blowing, Andy. He took his hands fully off the grips whilst upside down on that front flip.
Here's some
Such a scary trick.
Here's some intel information. So a front flip is so much more difficult than a back flip because it goes against the natural rotation of that spin. So imagine you leave a lip and then you just you know, throw your neck into the back and going for the back flip, but to do a front flip, you have to throw all your body weight over your bars.
Indeed, so difficult, but the crowd here loving Chris Child's second visit to the course.
Wow, amazing job by all of the gentlemen here in heat number 2, and here are some recaps, some snippets, some highlights after each one of the gentlemen's second run. Cody Pollard, hopefully we will see him another third run, because after towards the end of his last run, he just hold his thigh a little bit, hopefully, or his hip actually, hopefully nothing too bad happened. But everyone absolutely on fire, and they are charging. The local boy, Miguel Cristobal, unfortunately went down after, I think he just got a little bit like winded, you know, like lost a little bit of energy towards the end of his second run. And
then this is our 16-year-old, Jaden Mulcher, with his second run. You know what, he showed great consistency, but I think he needs to mix it up a little bit more for his third and final run. Paul Tolan, on the other hand, he went out there in his second run and did a completely different line. He was all over the place. Check this pocket.
Nice, well executed coming out of Paul. And this kid, again, one more time, after he delivered the 180 in run number 1, then Koch proved for his second run that he also can be very creative and original. And that's the beauty of this contest format. It asks the riders to be creative. It asks the riders to be original. And that is just one of the masterpieces here, one of the goods delivered by none other than Chris James coming out of Brisbane in Australia.
Wow, what a heat this is so far. Look at that, Sempok in the top spot. And
Paul managed to progressive score, so Paul right now is in second place. Again, what you see right now is a progressive standing. It's your current standing, but we only know who will lead after all the gentlemen's 3 runs after the third run, which are happening right now, and starting off with Cody Pollard's last visit to the course.
Check the height on the 9-foot quarter. He's got a lot of speed.
Wow.
Did you see the height, Andy? He must have been 10 feet high out of that.
Beautiful angle here. Shout out to that cameraman catching the height out of that tabletop from Cody. And he still got 50 seconds after that transfer. Grabbing his seat, like throwing the arm behind his thigh, and looking for that seat grab. And a little less than 40 seconds remaining. All eyes on that boosting quarter pipe on that bowl corner. Again, it's different blasting air in a curveball other than actually delivering it on a regular quarter pipe.
Look at the manual, Andy. He's going to pull it this time round. There we go. Showing great balance. And again.
10 seconds on the clock for Cody. Is he pulling? Oh!
That would have been the perfect ending to his third run. Just a little bit unfortunate not to get that. But what a great performance from Cody Pollard. Such an impressive rider. Love watching Cody ride. Okay, Miguel, here we go. Nice kick out over the box. Manual lines, keeping it flowing. Nice wall ride.
Wall ride transfer indeed. So you leave one ramp and then wall riding and transferring to the other side. Miguel Cuesta, the local boy, showing how this skate park should be ridden.
Big opposite 270 onto the quarter bank.
Taking the speed, dealing with the energy, dealing with the temperature in Malaga. And the local crowd is cheering the local boy up. Going for the transfer with another 10 last seconds on the clock for Miguel. going for the transfer over the obstacle, which I like to call the spit. And I think it's fair to say, like, similar to the first, to the ending of his first run, he got a little bit, like, I don't know, like dealing with the energy, and it's a mission, dude. It's savage, it's carnage, what those gentlemen are delivering here.
Exactly right, Andy, but I wonder if Jaden Mucha is going to mix it up here for his third and final run as he heads towards the big transfer. Big X up. We saw that in both of the first runs. There's that tabletop. That was massive. Did you see that? Must have been 12 feet.
Without a doubt, my friend, without a doubt. Jaden Mucha showing us how a bicycle is ridden in Rochester, New York, and he is exporting it here, or importing it, in fact, to Malaga, Spain. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in and joining us live right now, welcome to the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship, the final and the fourth event out of the 2018 season. And the gentleman you're witnessing right now is Jaden Mucha, conquering the Ruben Alcantara skate park with a massive flare transfer in his second run.
Incredible. I'm so glad that he tried that. You know, it was good to see his first two runs, but the fact that he laid it on the table and went and, you know, gambled with that last trick was so cool to see. And he just was a little bit unfortunate that he slid out on that flare. Really difficult.
Unfortunate indeed, but he kept his smile, and that's what I like to see. All right, making sure he looks steezy. Getting away from the wrinkles from his Vans shirt. This is Paul Turlin giving us a thumbs up, getting his last little knuckles here from his camaraderie friend Chris James, and he is getting us started.
Yeah, nice stylish invert over the gap. Big opposite 270 onto the quarter bank. Heading into the bottom corner with speed. Look at that big Indian seat grab. Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful indeed. Taking the speed this time over the spine. It's 6.5 foot spine, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit more than half a minute, and if I'm not mistaken, that was spun over the opposite direction.
Yeah, that was really. Oh,
doing it. Come on, Paul.
Oh,
yeah.
My. Andy, that manual line is potentially the hardest manual line at this skate park. He's been trying it all weekend. The fact that he finally pulled it in his third and final run is like a fairy tale.
Come on, Paul, keep it together. Another 10 seconds. 360 over the spine. Flare, also known as the backflip with a 180. Bar spin over the, and that is time for the German.
That really was an incredible run, Andy. And you know what? The thing that was impressive about Paul, he did 3 entirely different runs. I really think the judges are going to reward that.
Paul is super happy. Look, none other than Sergio Laios just gave the German kid a big hug. And Zemkok, the flying Dutchman here, is already on a mission and delivering the Dutch goods with a huge transfer.
Beautiful transfer, that. Kept it high and smooth. Check the height, Andy.
Wow. Nice little air, and also like actually a hop over that keyhole, carving 360. All looked like he stopped there midway and just kept it together till the end to complete the 360 rotation. Oh yeah, good little combo, kicking it out with a nice little invert in the end. Airing the tombstone, grabbing the front tire while taking 1 foot off the for the pedals, excuse me. And then another original last little finishing move coming out of Zemkok with a 90 degrees to fakie maneuver to exit this run.
A good run, Andy, but I feel like he could have maybe stepped it up slightly more, you know, saved a last trick or something. It was very similar to his first 2 runs. Not that they weren't incredible, but I feel like they should save something special. But you know what? Chris James is dropping in. Expect something very big now, Andy. Check the height.
Oh, how steezy he makes it look. That was one of the oh my God, I didn't continue my sentence. And he already delivered one of the highest flare, the backflip 180. And then he's charging a 720 off axis. He just corked it over the shoulder. At 720, ladies and gentlemen, 2 rotations and corked over the shoulder, and unfortunately got bucked off his bike after a humongous, huge 540. 1.5 rotations, and just listen to that crowd. Just listen to that crowd.
Pure entertainment.
That was absolutely amazing. He did have 30 seconds remaining on the clock, but he knew he had nothing more to lever. Absolutely amazing performance. And here are some highlights and a little bit of a recap after everyone's third and final course visit. Cody Pollard, one more time, showing everyone how style is ridden in Australia. The local boy, Miguel Cresta, absolutely is shredding this part into Peasel. And let me tell you, this guy is shredded here in the finals because he managed to score himself a regional qualifier spot, which is amazing. Like, you can actually sign up in the regional qualifier, and with a little luck, you can earn yourself a spot into the semis and then earn a spot into today's World Championships finals.
Look at that, Andy, that big flare attempt over the transfer from Jaden Mucha, just coming up short. And look, Paul's third run was incredible. Paul Tolan, look at that big opposite 270 to the bank. Nice dip 360.
Followed into a backflip 180, AKA the flare. And that is a Zamcock who's showing the local crowd here in Malaga what height looks like in the Netherlands. Good combination, airing into the potato wedge.
What a heat that was. Check Chris James. The height, look at this. Flare, no hander, landing super smooth. And here we go. Massive 270, landing inch perfect. What absolutely a performance from Chris James.
And getting the respect and the hugs from none other than last year's winner, Mr. Chase Hawk. Paul Turlin, ladies and gentlemen. This is the beauty of this contest format. Paul Turlin just managed to bump himself up into the first position. Absolutely amazing run. Paul in first, Zamcock in second, Chris James in third. We're going to be having a quick little breather and come back in a few moments.
Killing it, boss.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen, and bienvenido in Malaga. Welcome back to the Vanza BMX Pro Cup World Championship 2018. My name is Andy Zeiss, joined here with Sebastian Keefe. As we just witnessed an amazing first heat here in the men's finals.
It was so good, Andy. So much incredible riding went down. We saw lots of riders with lots of height, lots of style, and some huge tricks. And look at the course, Andy. We have been blessed with such an incredibly designed course by the legend Ruben Alcantara.
Absolutely right, my friend. If there's one place to host a worthy World 2018 World Championship event, here is the place to be in Malaga, España. Now let me tell you one thing. 20 gentlemen qualified for today's finals. The magic number is 4. We had to kick off the things this season in Sydney, went to Huntington Beach, California, continued the journey to Guadalajara, Mexico, and the magic number is 4 because here is the final battle where all the gentlemen are conquering the Ruben Alcantara skate park. 20 gentlemen qualified and fined for finals, and we already saw 6 of the gentlemen, which means heat number 2 will have 7 riders, and heat number 3 will have 7 riders, but none other than our master voice, Daryl, now on course right now.
Thank you, Baz and Andy. I got to tell you guys, Heat 1 was insane, and I'm down here with one of my favorites from Australia, Cody Pollard. Such a big honor to have you here in Malaga. What was your experience like in the final?
Oh man, complete mayhem, a lot of fun and just good times all together, mixed in one.
Well, we love having you here. We first saw you earlier in the year down in Australia. What's it like riding on the other side of the planet with your friends in Malaga?
Man, the whole trip's been a huge adventure. I got nothing bad to say about it. It's just amazing the whole time. And being able to hang out with everyone as you go it's the best thing ever.
Well, your riding is the best thing ever. We've all been excited, but all of our fans at home want to know, what's it like riding the masterpiece that Ruben put together for us?
His creation it's a dream to ride. It's absolutely beautiful. No matter where you go, there's something to hit, something to pump. It's just made for good times, yeah.
Well, you definitely were pumping really big air. So excited to watch you ride out there. I know we were all cheering you on. Congratulations for some great riding, and I hope the results come in and you're at the top of the board. So thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Well, cheers. Back to you guys up there. Great words from Cody.
Thank you very much, Daryl, and what an absolute legend. Cody Pollard here, having a blast, coming all the way from from the Gold Coast in Australia and having a blast in Malaga. Current standings, Paul Tolan in first, Azam Koch in second, Chris James, the Australian, in third, Jaden Mucha in fourth, Miguel Cuesta in fifth, the local boy, and then last but not least, the gentleman who we just witnessed on the screens, Cody Pollard in the sixth place. So speaking of the standings, let's talk about the judging criteria real quick, Baz.
I mean, it really shows, Andy, with Paul Tolan finishing in the top spot, that judges are rewarding you for consistency. It's an overall impression over 3 runs, and he went out there and he delivered 3 incredibly different runs, and the judges rewarded him. He's sitting in the top spot. You can't go out there and just do one good run. You really do have to deliver on every entrance to the course.
Thanks for that little input, Baz. And speaking of the judging, ladies and gentlemen, our master voice here, Daryl, had the opportunity to have a little bit of a chit-chat with our head judge, the BMX legend, Mr. Joe Rich.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Vans BMX Pro Cup head judge Joe Rich. Joe, I got to ask you, what is it going to take for a rider to be on top of the podium here at our World Championships?
I think one of my favorite parts is there's 4 different judges. Everyone has their own kind of set of standards of things that tick the boxes and things that don't. So it's going to be the culmination of all our opinions, obviously, combined. But for me personally, it would be something equivalent to grabbing someone, whether they knew what they were looking at out here or someone who didn't, and, you know, giving them a nudge and being like, yo, you got to watch this next dude ride. It's incredible. And to me, that's like the best way to sum up who wins here, you know.
Well, Joe, thank you for the insight. It's an honor having you be the judge. And there you have it, words of wisdom from our head judge, Joe Rich. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Daryl. Thank you, Joe Rich. So, Baz, if I'm mistaken, if you have a guy like head judge sitting here in the judging booth, you can't argue with this guy. So good to have him here and having his input into our judging format.
Exactly right, Andy. He's got 30 years experience and he's one of the legends of our scene. So his opinion is, you know, it's respected.
And the thing is, he will give his opinion a couple of more times because this is heat number 2 right now. Ladies and gentlemen, all of these names are competing in heat number 2, coming out all the way out from Placentia in California. Pat Casey, Alejandro Pitu Ibarra, the local boy here, and Mark Cordova out of the United States, Chase Hawk, the Austin local, and last year's winner. Then we have Corey Walsh out of Ontario, Canada, Tris Fox out of Fountain Valley, USA, and your boy doing it for tall order, Mandy Kramer out of Jackson, United States. Heavy, heavy, heavy riding is to be expected here, Baz.
Yeah, Andy, we've got 7 incredible riders about to ride. It's going to be a show, I guarantee it. But you know what? Pat Casey is so good. He is, just getting a little, maybe someone was in the way there on his first entrance to the run, but he's got time.
He's got time. The clock is not started, so the rule is the clock only starts as soon as your front tire hits the first wall. So that was a bit of a rebuild, no big deal, no dramas, nothing happened. Pat Casey just had a bit of bad luck. Maybe, as you said, that we're standing in someone in his way, or, you know, just, I don't know, like that back tire slipped out, whatever. But we're going to just pretend it didn't happen. And one more time, welcome Pat Casey to Malaga.
Here we go, Pat Casey, heading towards the transfer. Huge tail whip to invert. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Oh my goodness. Was that a 540 tail whip?
That was a flare tail whip, Andy.
A flare tail whip. Oh my God. So think about that. You're doing a backflip with a 180, and then if you get like not having enough already, you add another tail whip. That is insane. and the insanity continues. Pat Casey is ripping here the Cole into pieces, and he still has another 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, what an explosive entrance to his first run. Look at that. Tail whip 180. Again, Andy, landing backwards is super difficult, but to do it after a tail whip, so incredibly difficult.
Absolutely right. This kid is an absolute technical wizard. He is fortunate enough to have one badass of a creation in his backyard, and absolutely creative riding is the riding type he likes to deliver, and we are just witnessing like, wow, I'm just blown away by the performance coming out of Pat Casey. W-O-W.
He has got to be very happy with that first run, Andy. He just came out charging. Did you see how high he was in the first 2 hits? That huge backflip tail whip. And then he finished with those fakey tricks over the spine. So much talent from Pat Casey.
Speaking of talent, you are in for a treat, because this kid, P2 is an absolute local shredder, and he deserved a spot here. I think there was another situation where he might have accidentally dropped in a little bit too early here. We were not ready for his first run, but thank God he didn't start yet, so he has to wait till we actually drop him in. So now, one more time, the second rebuild in the heat number 2. In fact, here's P2.
Just take a second to listen to the crowd, Andy.
They're going nuts. They're going nuts. And the reason why that is, think about this. P2 came here, shredded on Friday's regional qualifiers. Qualified for yesterday's semis, and then yesterday qualified for today's men's finals at the World Championship in Malaga. And the local crowd is cheering this guy up. Baz, I'm a fan of this guy's riding.
Yeah, he really started out as the underdog, and look at him flying high in the finals with 20 of the world's best. No wonder the locals here are so stoked on him. Really represented Malaga very well.
The Spanish scene, correct me if I'm mistaken, is always known for like insane stylish riders, starting with the legend himself, Ruben Alcantara, Sergio Laios, Eduardo Terreros on the vert ramp back in the day. And then this kid here, P2, is just another prime example how Spanish stylish riding is supposed to be looked. Yeah, P2 finishing this putting last little cherry on that cake. Powder coating his first run here, and he's appreciated by the crowd. Muchas gracias. Alejandro Ibarra, aka P2. Also the legend, he works at the Recyclo Bar here, a local joint here. We always like to go and have a little coffee, have a little quick snack here. Wow, wow, wow. I'm absolutely blown away by the level of all these gentlemen are delivering here to Ruben Alcantara's creation here. And we are going back to the course to none other than Matt Cordova. So, Bass, if I'm not wrong, Matt unfortunately had a bit of an injury in one other contest in England 2 weeks ago, and he didn't think he would be able to ride here in Malaga, so it absolutely is nothing but amazing to see him shred here.
Yeah, Andy, it just highlights how dangerous bike riding is. You know, these guys are going excessively high, excessively fast, and the risks are very high. And, you know, when they take a crash, often there's bones broken, and you know, it's a scary sport. And so that's why, you know, you have to have so much respect for these guys. They're out there. I hate to use the word extreme sport, because it's extreme by any means. I like to word it's an action sport in the end of the day, but these are true professional in their terrain. Yeah, I mean, the level of bike riding these days is so incredible. The tricks that people are doing, and you know, how far it progresses every year, it's just remarkable. And you know, every single one of these riders in this 20-man final is an athlete. You know, they're all super fit. They have to be. They have to be able to go out there and perform under these very stressful conditions. It's very hot. They have to get used to the skate park they've never ridden before. and also compete at the highest level, and it's not easy, Andy.
Look at those guys. They are absolutely mountain of humans, and they're actually shredded. And as you said, they're athletes. It's an athletic, it's a sportive thing, you know. But none other than this gentleman is getting ready for his first visit to course. He won this event last year. He came here, shredded the semis yesterday, and you are in for a treat. Let me tell you that already. Mr. Chase Hawk dropping in.
See, what Chase does really well, you're about to see, he had a big transfer to start his run, but he'll approach this run very intelligently. He'll use all of the obstacles, he'll go opposite way, which is like, you know, it's super technically difficult. He's got manual lines, look at that, original lines. Check him, he's going to be all over this course. Look at this, manual on the 9-foot quarter pipe, back towards a box, 360 the other way. Check it out, back towards a box. Nice knack-knack.
Wow. And that's exactly why I really appreciate you sitting here next to me, Baz, not only because you're a friend of Chase, but also there couldn't be a better guy explaining the difficulty of linking all those lines together. Yes, Chase! Chase Hawk just showed everyone mid-first run his finishing move from last year's event.
Exactly, Andy. He's showing great composure. He knows what it takes to, you know, impress the judges, and he's doing an incredible job of that so far. Very, very good first visit from Chase.
If you hear me clapping, it's why I am clapping. This was a stellar performance coming out of Chase Hawk. Always a crowd favorite, always appreciates Malaga. He also, in fact, brought his wife Lauren Hawk over here, and Chase can be very happy with his first run. What do you think?
Yeah, and he takes the contest very seriously, Chase Hawk does. You know, he gets here, he really prepares, and it shows. He rode really well right there. But you know what? We're getting ready for his teammate now, Corey Walsh. This guy is, you know, he burst onto the scene a few years ago. He has an electrifying pace in the bowl. It's quite something to watch.
I like that. I like what you just said, electrifying, because that actually sums up his riding style. Because this guy showed up last year for the first time and showed everyone totally new lines here. He unlocked several new doors here in terms of lines, and you are in for a treat. Lack, check this out.
Check it out. It's so exciting to watch. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
Did I underestimate what I just said earlier? Look at those lines, what Corey Walsh is bringing here. He's bringing the heat, he's bringing the fire.
And he's just getting started. Look at this, transfers all over the course.
Oh my goodness, Corey Walsh shredding tabletop in like a pocket.
Look at that, showing that he's got the style as well. Look at this, pocket air. As he approaches the last 15 seconds. Nice style on that alley-oop.
And he can be very, very happy. Absolute, and another wow performance out of Corey Walsh. If you want to see that one more time, what this guy just delivered, just go online on Red Bull TV and watch the Analyzer, where you have the opportunity to watch all your favorite runs. And if you still want to see more coming out of Corey Walsh, do yourself a favor and check out the new Cult video production. It's later than I think. But back to this kid, Mr. Speed and Mr. Style. Will come Fabio. This is Chris Fox. What?
Okay, Andy, so Chris Fox came from the race scene. He is used to racing against other riders around a track. This is why he is zipping around this park at like 40 miles per hour right now. Just hanging on, look at him, no brakes too. The camera can barely keep up, look at this.
He's got all that sparring. You just see that t-shirt just like waving in the Malaga wind here. Absolutely beautiful. I want to say it, even his hair looks wonderful, like waving in that air. He makes it look so good, doesn't it?
Whatever, okay, Andy.
Maybe it's just jealous because I don't have that hair.
But he's keeping it going, he's got 10 seconds left.
Oh, come on, get it together, Chris. 3, 2, 1. Pressing that wheel, bring it together. He managed, he started that trick. Yep, on the buzzer. He started the trick on the buzzer. That's why he was allowed to bring it home. Chris Fox out of Fountain Valley in the United States. Wow. And excuse me if I was like a bit of a selfish moment going on with us. There was jealousy going on because I'm a bald guy. This guy's got beautiful hair going on. Anyway, back to your kid doing the full tall order, Matty Kramer.
Here we go, Matty Kramer's first run. Look at that. Nice big no-hander over the transfer.
The living legend, Scotty Kramer, his brother, traveled together over with Matty here. He's standing here on the sidelines making sure. Wow. Oh, a bit unfortunate there for Matty. Good news is he got well up. He gets the respect and the brotherhood and the camaraderie in BMX freestyle. It's nowhere bigger than here in Malaga. And Matty Kramer, again, our judging format allows the guys not to get deducted super harsh. So he's still able to continue his run with tricks like that flare. And we're still going to see him
That's
two
right,
more
Andy,
times.
but it is difficult to get yourself off of the ground after a crash in the middle of your run. You have to really pick yourself up and compose yourself and try and go out there and continue the momentum.
That is a beautiful blue bike there. Nice looking bike. And here are some highlights coming out of heat number 2, first runs. Pat Casey absolutely unleashed the firework here with a flare tail whip into the wedge. Then straight into another flare, the flare 180, or the backflip 180, sorry. Just inhaling the island, or the jump box, as we call that obstacle. And then utilizing that transfer coming out of P2, the local boy and crowd favorite, the amigo that qualified at the regional qualifiers just 2 days ago, into the semis yesterday, and in today's finals. Mr. Matt Cordova showed everyone here how he is able to ride his bike just coming out of a quick little injury break. Nice, beautiful recap shots here. And this guy, last year's winner, Chase Hawk, showed us again why this kid won this competition last year with moves as this one. That was his last year's signature move. He rode on top of the wave.
Check this run though, Andy. Corey Walsh was all over the course. Look at this, transfer straight into a big transfer. Quick thinking from the young man. Big alley-oops, so much style. Look at this, Chris Fox. Look at the speed, he was everywhere, all at once. Look at that huge no-hand on the quarter to flat bank.
He was all over the place indeed, getting the high fives from the current leader, Mr. Larry Edgar, and there was, last but not least, Matty Kramer. And this is the current standing. Chase Hawk in first, followed by Corey Walsh, Chris Fox in third. So we have 3 gentlemen in heat number 2 who took over the leaderboard, then followed by Paul Trillin, the German kid, Zamcock, and Pat Casey in 6th place so far. But again, I'd like to remind everyone out there watching us live right now, this is the current standing. So this is a score in a progression. So even guys like Chris James, who unfortunately is not riding anymore, but even guys like Matt Cordova has a proper chance to increase his score, because only after everyone's third and final visits to the course we will have the final standings. Pat Casey, ladies and gentlemen, run number 2. Dropping in, Baz, where is he taking it?
Wow, we saw a double tail whip there, Andy, and look at that, bar spin flare at height. Big no-hander down into the wave. What a start. Yes, nice fade and nose wheelie across that extension.
And you've still got a little bit more than 30 seconds, which is a half a minute left after a 180 tail whip to Fakey over the spine. Was that a double or a single?
180 double tail whip, Andy.
Oh my goodness. I told you earlier, this guy is a tech wizard.
How he can pull tricks like that at these conditions, under the pressure that he's under right now, is something else. Absolutely incredible second visit so far.
Absolutely right, Baz. And he's still got 5 seconds. Not going to use him. He says thank you or gracias to the Spanish crowd here to support him in his second visit to the course. Pat Casey, an absolute badass of a shredder, and we are going back to P2. 1 hot minute, aka 60 seconds for P2.
Definitely the crowd favorite here in Malaga. So many different riders representing different nationalities here at the Vans BMX Pro Cup.
Oh, I love that. Just kicking it out, you know? A little bit of a race style going on. Smooth, stylish, it's steady, having the speed. Slip the pedal, but no dramas. Still got half a minute left to perform the goods and deliver the goods. Yeah, P2. In the background, DJ David making sure other riders are getting the tunes they need to get pumped up, to get fed up. Yeah, buddy. Oh, going for that pocket there, got a little unlucky. Didn't quite manage to pull it together, but no big deal, nothing happened.
Yeah, losing a little bit of momentum towards the last stage of his run there, but still, great performance from P2.
Getting the hugs, getting the, you know, the support from the injured warrior, or healing up warrior, I would like to call him, Sergio Elias, who's unfortunately out of competition due to a spleen injury a couple of weeks ago. Back to Matt Cordova. 45 seconds still on the clock, taking the speed into the ball corner, going for a transfer line. Got a little bit unlucky, landed a little bit low, and I think that means he didn't have quite the speed anymore to continue his second run. I don't know if you see what I've just seen, but none other than the inventor, if I want to call him this way, of BMX freestyle, none other than Mr. Bob Haro is standing with us here. And Mr. Bob Haro, in fact, is one of the originators of freestyle, but he's also an artist, and he's responsible for this year's Vans BMX Pro Cup artwork and layouts. So good to have you on site with us here, Bob. Chase Hawk 360. Oh my God, Baz. There's only one way to put that 360 in having that front wheel next to your shoulder.
Yeah, he made it look beautiful, didn't he? Laid the tabletop right on his shoulder. Such a naturally gifted bike rider, Chase is. Been riding his bike since he was about 10 years old.
Is it too far or too much to say, like a guy like Chase Hawk, you either have that talent, this is nothing you can learn, there's nothing you can practice, that he's born with that style and with that talent?
I think it's taken, 25 years to get the skill he's got. He wasn't born with it, he's worked hard to accomplish this kind of ability, and
stepping things through both legs, over the top tube.
I mean, he's lost a little bit of momentum though during his second run. He started so well in his first run.
Oh, getting creative, stepping it down with the 270 that was.
Yeah, it was a good finish, but I'm not sure if that will be good enough to sustain the lead he's got. But you know what, he has another run, so he'll need to rethink and come back out swinging like he did in his first run.
Absolutely right, my friend, absolutely right. But back to his Colt team rider and team member, a fellow mate doing it for Colt Bikes, and shout out to Robbie Morales in California. I'm watching us live right now. This is Corey Walsh.
Check the transfer.
Oh, beautiful.
Straight into the other transfer. That is the best line of the contest so far for me. Where's he going now? He's pinned back the throttle, lots of speed, big turn down over that gap. There you go, another transfer.
Still got half a minute left here, Baz.
Such an inspiring run. He has taken on every big transfer we've seen on the course in one run.
Going for the pocket into the extension. Alley-oop way, twisting it out. 10 seconds on a lot, and he's not going to use them. Mr. Corey Walsh.
Wow. Definitely an improvement on his first run.
Two Colt riders last year on the podium. First was Chase Hawk, second was Corey Walsh. Let's see how it goes for the Colt guys in the 2018 season. But we are going back to Chris Fox right now. Look at that style and that speed.
Cameraman are having to get a wide shot because it's hard to keep up with this man. Look how fast he goes. Look, ripping around the wave. Where's he going?
He's going somewhere, and he's using every single inch this course has to offer, my friend. Oh, like, I want to say, like, it's also because of the nature of his racing background he is bringing to this footprint. Back in the day, he was a well-known and a well-respected racer, and then he decided to take off his number plate from his bars and focus totally on freestyle and dirt riding and bull riding, and it definitely shows. Gets all the love and the respect from his brothers here on deck at the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championships. And then you can see how it takes out of you, like the energy. It is exhausting in the end of the day, and charging it hard with Mach 10 for a minute. Let's see if Matty Kramer has a little bit of better luck in run number 2. Yeah, Matty.
Beautiful backflip over the box from Matty. Keeping it together.
Oh, yeah, just made sure he had enough speed for that step up, straight into that step down. Oh, got a little bit bucked there. He bumped the front wheel and the back wheel, but no big deal. He kept it together. I think he's a little bit loose now.
Did you see that nothing though? That was perfect. So much control. Just took all of his limbs off.
And if you're wondering why Baz just had nothing, again, the nothing is a trick where you detach yourself completely from the bicycle, stretch your arms and legs away. And in freestyle world, we call it the nothing. Oh!
Just getting a little bit unfortunate in the last trick of his run. But he recovered well. We saw some nice tricks in that run. He did the nothing. He did the suicide to fakie there, just showing how difficult it is to land backwards in a run.
We've seen some amazing riding also in heat and number 2 and run number 2s, and here's a quick little recap. Look at that double tail whip coming out of Pat Casey. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, Pat came out swinging, didn't he? Did you see that? His second run was better than his first one. Look.
He wants redemption. Pat is here on a mission, ladies and gentlemen. All the BMX enthusiasts all over the world, thanks for tuning in here. These are the recaps out of Avery Gentleman's second run and second heats at the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship in Malaga, España. And we are witnessing the carnage live on Red Bull TV right now. And these are some highlights of finishing touches coming out of Chase Hawk with a pocket air from the tombstone into the extension. 360 tail tap. Again, no brakes on the bicycle, which makes it even extra harder. Step up into his 270, step down.
Here, look at Corey Walsh.
He went full on 90 degrees, didn't he?
Oh yeah, look at this transfer, straight into another transfer. He has to be, he has to think so quickly to be able to do that. So.
And as you said earlier, Baz, he just unlocked so many new lines here and doors here on this park. Absolutely amazing what this guy delivered. And Chris Fox is just showing us one more time how exhaustion looks like. Matt Kramer going upside down with a backflip. Thanks to all the guys behind the scenes for that little quick recap. And here is our current standing. Chase Hawk remains in first, followed by Corey Walsh. Pat Casey in third place, which is an increase of his score. Paul Turlin stays in the fourth place, followed by Zemcock and Chris James in sixth, followed by Chris Fox in seventh, excuse me. P2, the local boy in eighth, Jaden Mucha, Matty Kramer, Matt Cordova, Mika Cuesta, and last but not least, sitting in current eighth, the 13th place, none other than Cody Pollard, the Australian. And we are focusing back on the next guy. Pat Casey is getting ready for a heat, for a third and final run here in the finals. Waving into the TVs, waving into the camera, probably waving also to his kids, Reed and Autumn Casey, watching live back home in California. Reed, his 4-year-old son, and also a big shredder. Was that 3 times?
Wow.
Was that 3 times?
Triple tail whip to start his run.
Was that 3 times?
He is just getting better and better.
My goodness, I don't know how he does it. Not once, not twice, 3, a triple, a tail whip, ladies and gentlemen, going for the alley-oop flare. He means a business here. Nose dip 360 over the spine. 30 seconds still on the clock. Going for the 180 tailwind to fakie.
So much bike control from Pat Casey.
He can ride anything he wants and however he wants. Look at this guy. Fast plant on the tombstone. Bars to bars 360. So he had the 360 rotation, spun the bars catch, and spun him again. 5 seconds. Where is he taking the last little moments? Looks like it's going to be something on the pocket. Wow, that was a full pull in my books, Baz.
I love the way that in every run he came out with an improvement in that first hit. The first one we saw the whip to table, second one we saw the double whip, the third one we saw the triple whip.
Pushing and pushing and pushing the boundaries and earning the love and respect from his homies on the deck. All right, now if the local boy wants to bring something more here to this plate, now's the time to do so. P2 on course. And Steve Crandall is stoked. Steve Crandall is a huge, huge fan of P2. And I'm not surprised because this kid absolutely destroys this park. Literally shreds this park into pieces with creative lines. Yeah, buddy, you still got 25 seconds on the clock. What is going to be towards the end of his last little visit? Will he finish with a bang?
P2's such an incredible rider, but it's starting to show how high the level is. You saw Pat Casey with that triple whip. And P2 looking a little bit tired towards the end of his last run. It's very hard to stay, you know, and hang at the level these guys are starting to throw down.
And let just people watching this just remind one more time, Baz, P2 in fact rode 3 days in a row. He had 9 runs actually. He had he competed in regional qualifier. Then he came out yesterday in late summer heat, delivered another 3 amazing runs in semis just to qualify for these amazing 3 runs. So absolutely on fire, this kid. And just listen to the background. Listen to the background.
You can see though he's absolutely shattered. So physically demanding to go out there, provide 3 different incredible runs at this level.
All right, back to Mr. Matt Cordova with another hot minute. Final moments and final run for Matt here in Malaga for the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship. And after another stacked heat, we will know who will not only win this event as an individual event, but who will walk away with the 2018 World Championship belt. Currently in the lead, Chase Hawk, but will Matt Cordova succeed? Can to can, both direction. Good, my eyes were not lying to me. 10 seconds on the clock for Matt. Looking good so far here, Baz.
Yeah, he's holding it together. He's got a few seconds left just to put that final stamp on his run. Is he going to find himself in a good spot?
Oh, a nice little treat in the end, like the tire slide to tailbone with his rear tire.
Just manages to keep it together. Great riding from Matt Cordova.
Indeed, my friend, indeed. And Chase Hawk is getting ready to drop in. The question is, will it be a victory run? We don't know. Because there's another sick rider heat coming up. Chase Hawk absolutely unleashing it here, carving over the keyway, going for a huge transfer.
Beautifully done. Nice 360 over the box. Big invert. See, this run's looking, you know, at the same kind of level as his first one. It came out swinging.
I love that one. Pull it. Yes, Chase. Was that like a nose wheel, you know, nose bump up the wall to manual?
Yeah.
Very technical, very stylish. Again, just one out of the big tricks coming out of Chase. Wall right transfer. 20 seconds, all eyes on the tombstone. Going for the alley-oop pocket. Walk me through that, Baz. An alley-oop pocket air. What do you have to do that?
I mean,
You're pulling out backwards?
Yeah, it's so difficult. You're having to pull around the pocket. You have to pull out so hard. It just takes so much strength to do that.
And I think at some point you have to even pull it. It's kind of like slightly like blind. You don't know where actually the landing is. But Corey Walsh is in on a mission one more time, looking to open even more doors here with more creative lines. Bull corner, going for another spat as a transfer. The Canadian, one of the finest Canadian exports, just to name a few. Gentlemen like Jay Miron, Dave Osato, Drew Bazens, and not to forget him, and then Corey Walsh, just another shredder. Coming all the way from Ontario in Canada, and he's still got 30 seconds on the clock. Yeah, buddy. With a little bit more than 20 seconds, he says a thank you, and the crowd says muchas gracias towards Canada to Corey Walsh. 20 seconds on the clock. It looks like he has a little bit of a breather, or he's actually done with his run, and he's passing the torch to Chris Fox.
Check the speed, Andy. He's pedaling. Where's he going?
Oh my, what?
Oh! That might have been the biggest transfer we've seen all day.
That is, I mean, we're sitting in the booth behind this transfer, and that's a distance of what, 15 meters, you would say, which is a 45-foot gap.
I wouldn't like to speculate, but I tell you what, you saw how much speed he needed to go that far. It was not slow. Where's he going now, though? He's got 30 seconds left. Nice manual.
Wow. Again, one more time. With more than 20 seconds on the clock, but that's the beauty of this course. You don't actually need to complete your course if you don't want to. But with the speed he had, he probably did the same tricks and the same amount of tricks that anyone else did.
Exactly.
Just he was twice as fast. Matty Kramer, all the way from New Jersey. One of the two Kramer legends. Representing your bike company, Total Order Baz. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, Matty, lazy seat grab 360. Big air in the bowl corner. Nice little change of pace up into the top side of the course. Beautiful suicide no hand over the box. Keeping his height, keeping his flow.
A little less than half a minute goes again.
Huge nothing over the box.
360 over the spine. It's a 6-foot spine, if I'm not mistaken. Not easy to 360 that one. Another 360, this time over the middle piece. The jump box or the island. 8,
Look at
7.
that. Huge flare.
Clock is ticking down. A no-hander to Fakey.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very, very much to none other than Matty Kramer.
That was the run he wanted all day, and I'm so glad that he finally put it together. He got a little bit unlucky in his first 2 runs, but he'll be so stoked that he got to show everyone here in Spain what he's capable of and what a run that was. He would definitely be proud of that one. All
the gentlemen in heat number 2 delivered the goods here, no matter if it was Pat Casey, Matt Cordova, Chase Hall, Corey Walsh, Chris Fox, Matty Kramer, or P2. And so let's check out some recap clips out of heat number 2. This is absolutely amazing. 1, 2, 3 times around. Triple tail whip and Pat Casey. Insanity. And if you are live here on site or watching us live on redbull.tv right now, welcome back to the Vans BMX Open. The Vans BMX Pro Cup 2018. We are in Malaga, Spain for the World Championship. After the journey started nice and early this season in Sydney, Australia, continued in Huntington Beach, California, via Guadalajara, Mexico, and all eyes are on this final 20-man stacked final event here in Malaga, Spain for the championship event. Chase Hogg showing us how the style is written. He's rewriting history with his kind of style of riding. None other than Corey Walsh here. And Chris Fox.
That was a good angle of that transfer there. You see how far he went?
So far and so fast. Matty Kramer just grabbing that seat. Did he grab that seat with his seat grab?
He did indeed, and check this. Big nothing over that box. Perfectly done. Big flare to finish. What a great run from Matty Kramer.
Great run from Matty, great run from all the gentlemen in heat number 2, and we are very, very short away from the current leaderboard, the current positions after 13 amazing gentlemen. So we have another seven gentlemen still to come. So nothing is written and nothing is in the books yet. This gentleman on the screens right now is none other than Mr. Larry Edgar. And Larry knows how to ride his bicycle under pressure, with a bit of a little bad luck in Huntington Beach with, I believe it was dislocated ribs. I don't want to speculate, but I think it was dislocated ribs. And he is our current standing. Chase Hawk still in the first place, followed by Corey Walsh. Pat Casey, not surprised, with a well-deserved third position. Matt Cordova in fourth. Paul Turlin, the German kid, in fifth. Sam Cock in sixth place, and we are just getting started and warming up, getting the blood flowing for heat number 3. We're going to be very shortly back here in Malaga in a few moments, having a quick little breather, getting a Red Bull, and be back just in a few minutes for the last and the final heat number 3. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Malaga in southern Spain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship 2018, the final event in the 2018 season here. Joined here with my partner in crime, Sebastian Keep, the quartermaster, the world's master. Absolute stoked to have you sitting next to me, Baz.
Stoked to be here, Andy. I get to sit here and watch my favorite riders in the world do battle on an incredible course.
Right now, we have my other brothers, or our other brother in crime, Daryl, now on deck with last year's winner and current leader, Mr. Chase Hawk.
Thank you very much, Baz and Andy. I am down here with our defending 2017 Stop champion in Malaga, none other than the world-famous Chase Hawk. Chase, welcome to Malaga. You did it in style. How's your experience been after your runs?
Thank you so much, Daryl. Finally now getting my win back a little bit. This event is always one that I look forward to every year. It's my favorite out of all the van stops. You know, coming to ride this amazing skate park that Ruben Alcantara has designed. It's built amazingly well, and it caters to every rider here a little bit differently, and it's just a really exciting event to be a part of. So, yeah, I'm super stoked.
It's been exciting to watch you ride. Unbelievable. Your runs were just so linked together and consistent. How much pressure do you feel coming into this stop, especially winning it last year?
To be honest, I tried not to put a whole lot of pressure on myself. I try to just come in with somewhat of a game plan and try and really nail down your first couple of runs, the first couple of days of practice, so you just have an idea of where you're going to go and whatnot. And yeah, man, I'm just stoked everything worked out, and I'm healthy. I can walk away from this one and go home happy to go to the next one.
Well, I got to tell you, all 3 runs were a highlight. It was so cool watching you link them together. How much of your everyday riding would you say kind of takes place of you coming to a contest like this and you can apply to your runs?
I'd say this style of riding definitely caters to me a whole lot. When I go out and riding, I I try and take, you know, really long runs just so it kind of mimics this style of contest, you know. So, it's basically just keeping your stamina up and making sure you can put in that solid 60 seconds.
Well, Chase, all three of those runs were nothing short of absolutely rock solid. Such a pleasure watching you out there. I know every rider around the world thanks you for bringing your all here out to the competition, cheering you on as far as the points come on. But back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, Daryl, and thank you so much, Chase Hawk. Always a treat and always so exciting to see Chase ride his bike no matter what, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of bikes, you probably saw like one other different kind of ride setups, or bicycle, excuse me, BMX bike setups here throughout the day. So I'm very fortunate that Baz is standing next to me, and I think we got one of your guys, Mr. Corey Bowen, walking us through some different kind of bike setups. Thank you so much, Corey. Thank you so much, Boyd Hilder, walking us through different kind of the bike setups, and this is the reason why it's called BMX Freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready and pumped up and super excited for the final heat here, and one of the riders in the final heat is none other than Larry Edgar, Baz. And Larry, we had the opportunity to have a bit of a chit-chat with Larry just today, and this is what he had to say.
I think I started going high as soon as I started riding a skate park that didn't have a roof. I always felt like I wanted to go a little higher but wasn't sure. And there's a good skate park, like good quarter at the compound, but it was inside, so you can only air like 10-foot air and you're pretty much touching the roof. And then it closed and I had to find a new local park, so just started riding bowls because that's all the skate parks have out here is just bowls, and that's definitely a plus.
Thank you very much, Larry Edgar. And this, if you want to learn how to blast big airs, Larry Edgar just showed us here, Baz, how to blast air. You're not a stranger to blasting airs yourself, Baz, with the Walls Project back in the day. So again, let's take a look at the gentleman in here at number 3. We got Gary Young, Kevin Peraza, Jason Watts, the winner out of the last stop in Guadalajara, Mexico. Boyd Hilder, Dennis Anderson, Alex Hyam, and the gentleman we just witnessed on the screens, none other than Larry Edgar himself. I don't know what to say. I mean, these names are just, wow. I mean, all of the 20 guys, of course, but especially the heat number 3. Again, Chase Hogg is currently in the lead, but nothing is in the books yet. The question is, the very big question is, will Larry Edgar walk away and fly back home to California with the 2018 BMX Pro Cup World Championship belt?
Yeah, I mean, anyone could take the win today, Andy, but like you said, it's potentially between Dennis Anderson, Alex Hyam, and Larry Edgar for the World Championship. But we have a stacked heat. The riders in this heat are absolutely incredible. They would have done their homework. They've been here for the last few days, learning every corner of this course. And I can guarantee you now, Andy, we are going to see some really good riding. Starting off with Gary Young, one of the legends from the BMX scene. Check out the lines. This guy will have definitely done his geography homework on the course. He'll be going places no one else does. Look at that big 1 foot flatty on the quartered flat bank. Nice big, oh, look at that. See, original lines from Gary Young every time we see him ride.
Gary Young is no stranger to being creative and being original, and he's just unleashing it and proving it one more time. Look at that, into the wave, pocketing it in or carving it in. Nice. I just love how he pulled back the bars doing that no-foot can-can. Both legs straight over the top tube of your bike and then like tucking it, pocket air into the extension out of the tombstone. Oh! With a little more than 20 seconds left, he got a little bit unlucky and pressed the eject button of his bike, but no drama. If he wants to complete his run, which he's not going to do as it looks, getting the knuckles and the high fives from Jerry, the bad boy batters. And the good news is, even with that little bit of a rash going on, that little bit of a thing going on the arm, on the forearm, Gary still has 2 more runs to come. Next rider is getting ready as we speak, and it's none of the riders that are on the screen right now, because it should be none other than KP, Mr. Smile, Mr. Grin Master, Kevin Peraza.
Such a beautiful shot of the course, Andy. Look at that skate park.
Especially when the sun just hits it on that spot right now. Just absolutely amazing.
This really is a product of Ruben's imagination. You know, he spent 20 years traveling the world, gaining the experience, and he put it all to paper and designed one of the most aggressive bowls ever. But Kevin Peraza is about to drop in. This guy knows what it takes. He can win on all the big occasions. He has an X Games gold medal to his name.
So think about that. He's one of the highest decorated athletes on the planet with a 360 tabletop or to invert, already owning an X Games gold. Hopefully, with a little luck, he might add not only a couple of dollars to his bank account, but also walking away with potentially a trophy out of the Vans BMX Pro Cup Series. Getting creative here. That's the live riding style I like to see coming out of Kevin.
Wow, this guy definitely has the ability to take the win on these big occasions. He's got the big tricks, he's got the style, he's got the lines, but he also has those really technically difficult tricks. The ones that are really scary to go to in a high pressure situation like today. Check him out. Alley-oop 270 over the hip. Nice dip 360 over the spine. 540 bar on the quarter.
And he's got one last second.
What a run.
Wow. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias, Kevin Peraza. Originally from Guadalajara, Mexico, but he lives in Tucson, Arizona with his whole Peraza family. His girlfriend, his dad, his brother are here with us and witnessing the fitness live on site here in Guadalajara. And that's exactly what I love about Kevin. That smile. He's not scared to show those teeth.
He's just out there enjoying himself, and it shows in his riding. It's so impressive the way he handles his bike. It's just something else. But anyway, Jason Watt straight off of his emphatic win in Guadalajara, Mexico. His confidence will be sky high going into today. Can he produce the goods to compete today?
I have zero doubts he will try his hardest, Baz. 15 seconds already done. Oh, that is a beauty, isn't it?
Love that trick.
Straight like spreading his arms away, putting his handlebars into his laps for that no-hander, as we call it.
Tabletop going the other way.
Trying to find those lines, trying to connect the dots here.
This guy is a Jedi on his front wheel. Look at that. Just dropping the back wheel, unfortunately. Bar spin to no-hander.
15 seconds, Jason. Can he pull it together? That's the big question. Oh, that's a down whip to foot jam, if I'm not wrong. So you spin your bicycle around and just to press your front, like one of your feet between the fork and the tire. Yeah, Jason Watts, one more time on a mission. Getting a first solid score in the books here in front of the judges and getting the love from his brothers on deck, including Boyd Hilder and Dennis Anderson. And Boyd Hilder is the gentleman who's dropping in right now. He's from the Gold Coast in Australia. One up-and-comers out of Australia with 20 years of age. Baz, I remember too damn right. Still, it's in the back of my head when we first could travel to Sydney, to Manly Beach last year, and I saw him ride for the very first time, and I was just absolutely blown away.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the leaders of the new school, Boyd Hilder. Definitely got what it takes at these big occasions, somehow shows such maturity in his riding. We saw him finish on the podium in Guadalajara, Mexico, so he's definitely got what it takes. Look at him. Double truck over the spine.
The double truck with Baz just announced, ladies and gentlemen, is a 360 with the 2 rotations of the handlebar. Smacking that front 2 downside on the extension.
Incredible. So you see, this rider, he lost a little bit of momentum there, but he got so many tricks he can go to at any occasion. And he went with that downside toothpick.
Oh, beautiful Canadian, foot jump Canadian.
Exactly. Wherever he finds himself, he's got a difficult trick that is so impressive for the judges.
Wow. Thank you very much, mate. Good on you, mate.
Just shows how important it is to have so many tricks on lock so that you can go to them at any moment, because you never know where you're going to end up on a course like this.
Oh yeah, and we are getting ready just for the next gentleman, and I have a feeling he is not a short. There's no shortage of not impressing us. It's the best trick winner from yesterday, none other than probably one of the most, if not maybe the talented rider on the planet, Mr. Dennis Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, he's won everything. Dennis is the man to beat these days. Such an incredible bike rider. So inspirational. You know, he won 2 Nora Cups last weekend. Everybody's favorite rider, basically. Look at that. Truck drive to X up, backwards over the box. Tire slide on top of that big vert extension. So many tricks and so many lines this guy's got. As he pops onto the top of the course, heading with some speed.
Oh, yeah. Is that can-can? Was that can-can transfer?
It was. Big transfer. No foot can-can over the box. One hand X up on the quarter. Where's he going? Double bar spin.
He makes it look so casual, so effortless. Dennis Anderson, when he, oh my goodness, over the 6-foot spine, concrete spine, he charged a backflip, a tail whip. Bar spin to disaster, to bar spin back in with 5 seconds remaining on the clock and giving us the victory fingers. Foot jam fakie, shut the front door.
Wow.
Absolutely just wow.
Again, like Boyd, he's got so many difficult tricks he can go to anywhere. And if he gets a little bit lost, he doesn't look like he's lost, because he can just throw to a foot jam to fakie like that, pull the roll back. He's so consistent. What a pleasure it was to see Dennis.
Absolutely amazing. What about this kid? Alex Hyam. A down whip transfer coming out of Alex. Oh yeah, stepping things through, up into the wave for him.
He's definitely in the run-ins for the World Championship. He would need to finish first, and he would need Larry Edgar to place 3rd or lower for Alex to claim the title. One of my favorite riders. Check this out, 540, over the spine, landing backwards, pulling the roll back. You can really feel the level has been stepped up a notch in this heat.
Actually kidding me, Baz?
Wow. Look at this. Tail whip, foot jam tail whip on top of the...
Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me, Alex?
Oh my goodness! What is happening here? And he's still got 10 seconds. Alex Hyam is on a mission right now.
Come on, Alex, hold it together. Oh, you just dabbed a foot.
Regardless, everyone, no matter where you're on the planet, get your hands out of the pockets and bang them together for Alex Hyam. Wow. Well, I think we didn't undertalk it. There's no shortage of disappointment here. There's no shortage of absolutely amazing bicycle riding.
Wow. You know what?
Boys are charging hard.
Sometimes it's hard to make technically difficult tricks look impressive to the crowd, but Alex Hyam manages to do it.
Right on. So this guy, Came all the way here from Corona, USA. Brought his girlfriend over to Malaga. He is the absolute reigning champion out of 2017. None other than Larry Edgar.
Pressure is on. Here we go, Larry Edgar. Nice, no-handed pocket head start his run. Beautiful opposite 360 over the box jump. Where's he going?
Look at that height, Baz.
Look at the spine. Massive, incredibly high 360 no-hander over the spine. Landing inch perfect. Back towards the box jump, run up. Where's he going? Look at that.
Oh.
Upside down on that 360 invert. Definitely placing a good bid to finish on top here at the World Championships. Heading back into the course. Down whip, into the hip.
He's got 20 seconds on the clock, going for the combos. Airing and blasting the spit, as we call that obstacle. Turning it down over the hip of the middle island. 10 seconds back.
He's dealing with the pressure very well. Look at this. Huge flare.
No,
did you see how perfectly he landed, Andy? Look at this. 360 fakie. Pulls the rollback. Every one of the top guys have pulled the rollbacks.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it.
The level is so high these days. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing is BMX in 2018. Truly progressive. These guys are incredible athletes.
And just think about that. Larry Edgar got bruised ribs from Huntington Beach. He's got a slightly rubbed elbow, and these are some of the recap clips coming out of everyone's first run, starting with Gary Young.
Yeah, Gary started so well. Look at that, no foot can done so perfectly. But he got a little bit of a spill on this 360, so unfortunate. And look at that. Look at this, 360 tail up to invert from Kevin Pereza, and then an alley-oop pocket air. Are you kidding me? Indian air seat grab, 540 bar spin. And look at that, Jason Watt straight off of his big win in Mexico. Nice invert, so much style. Drop the back wheel on that nose really, unfortunately. We don't see that very often from Jason. He will get to rectify it. Look at that, down whip to foot jam. Just holding on. Boyd Hilda, look at that. That was a beautiful entrance to his run. Wall ride transfer. Downside two from that extension. Big flare. The level is so high. Look at that, Dennis. Big can transfer. Back flip tailward over the 6 foot spine, landing perfectly. And look at this, foot jam to fakie on that extension, pulled perfectly. And here we have Alex Time. Beautiful 360 whip over the spine. And here we go. 360 tail up to foot jam tail up on top of the biggest obstacle on the course. Are you kidding me?
That's just ridiculous. That is absolutely, I don't know how he does. That was just absolutely just ridiculous. With this trick, if I'm not mistaken, he won, got rewarded with the Dave Mirra Award at the X Games, got himself the gold medal for the Dave Mirra Award, and now he's charging here. Take a look at the height that Larry Edgar brought to the course here. He's just boosting wherever possible, whenever possible. Wow, and these are your leaderboard riders at the current standings after including Heat 3 first run. Chase Hawk, Dennis Anderson in second, Larry Edgar in third, Kevin Perez, Corey Walsh, Boyd Hilder. And again, I like to tell everyone one more time, this is just a current position. This is a score in progression. Anything can still change for all the world, gentlemen. They can still manage to increase their scores. So we are all getting super pumped up and very, very excited what the boys will deliver and bring to the course in run number 2 and, of course, a final and run number 3. I am getting pumped up right now next to you. Goosebumps all over the place. Malaga, the golden hour. This is it right here, right now. Vans BMX World Championships. And dropping in is Gary Young. Yeah, buddy.
Here we go, Gary. Let's hold it together now. Big transfer lines. No one's doing that one.
Come on, Gary. Ah, that's the Gaza Master. That's exactly the Gary Dijon we know.
Where's he going?
Taking the speed forward. Transfer, Baz. Come on, Gary. 30 seconds on the clock. Going for another transfer. All eyes on the tombstone, going for the pocket. Yes, bud. Doing a 360 all over the spill. Hipping it opposite direction. One of the guys that makes both directions look so insanely smooth and so insanely effortless, Gary Young, showing everyone how a BMX bike should be ridden. Come on, Gary. One, and that is a time for Gary Young's second run. Down dark side, that's a down double pegger, one of the Gary Young signature moves. Stoked he was still able to pull that out of his pockets.
Using the whole run and some more. Gary just showing how much stamina he has got from years and years of bike riding in these contests. Look at that, bleeding.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, he definitely paid the tolls. Leaving a little bit of skin here in his mark to the Malaga course. Wow, it doesn't get more picture perfect than that. A Superman C-grab fully extended coming out of Kevin Peraza. The Arizona Vans rider showing here the Spanish crowd. Oh, yes. An alley-oop pocket air coming out of KP. This time going the opposite direction with a regular pocket air. And Kevin has 30 more seconds with a backflip tail whip into the wedge.
Wow. What a sensational run this is so far from Kevin Perez. Just showing how many tricks he has. Look at this. 542 half cab.
The unique original moves out of Peraza. Every single time I'm blown away, he delivers them. 10 seconds, KP. Downside whip up. Muchas gracias one more time. Absolutely. Ow, wow, wow. Coming out of Kevin Peraza.
So Peraza jumping out of the fold right here. That means we're going to take the opportunity for the Australian.
Having a bit of a breather right now, and we are getting ready and warmed up, and the temperature is rising for Jason Watts. Shout out to Jerry the Bad Boy Batters, just giving his team rider from Arizona a big good old hug, wrapping the Dakota Roche signature shirt. And now here is, come on, Watso. Come on, Watso. Come on, Watso.
Wow, so much control. You see him on this front wheel just gliding along.
You said it earlier, Baz, and I like what you said. You said he is a front wheel Jedi, and he just showed it one more time. He has anything on the front wheel on a lock over the spine with a little more than 30 seconds on the clock.
So he has started well. Are we going to see him with a nice midpoint in his run and finish with something special? You have to make it a little bit like a good movie. It has a good beginning, nice twist in the middle, and a beautiful ending.
Wow, you've been on philosophical, right? Wow, I like that, Baz. 10 seconds still to go.
Just losing a little bit of momentum towards the last moments in his run. Come on, Jason. Ah, beautiful flare.
Oh, no-hander to toothpick.
Are you kidding me?
Rad combination, so hard to do, though. And Jason Watts says thank you and gracias to the local Spanish crowd. Getting all the love and support from everyone.
3 riders down, 4 remain. We're going to keep
and we still got a lot of gentlemen still to come. Boyd Hilder is just one of them who's warming up and getting ready to drop in for his second course visit right now.
Indian has seat grab to start. Where's he going? Peg grinds over the hip. Big air in the bowl corner. Opposite peg grind. Wow. Where's he going, Andy? Big toboggan air.
Wow, look at those. He's just shredding the Ruben Alcantara skate park in Malaga into pieces. Literally. Bar spin, backflip. So you go upside down in a backflip and you spin the bars. Go and step down. Good combination coming out of Boyd.
Yes, Boyd. Keep it going, son. Keep it going.
Absolutely amazing performance coming out of Hilder. Absolutely destroying this park. Going airing over the keyhole. Down whipping into the Pro Cup logo wedge. Last little finishing touches with 5 seconds still on the clock. Smacking that front peg with a toothpick. Going creative, 360 fakie. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the Boyd Hilder show. Wow.
So good. rides a little bit like Dennis, where he's just got those tricks he can go to. And like, he was all over the course then. Lots of energy, lots of momentum, but also very difficult tricks. Such a good rider.
While Dennis Anderson is dropping in for a second visit, we see the current leaderboard. Chase Hoggett first, Dennis in second. He still has opportunity to take on some points out from Chase. And just look at that air time. Got a little bit bucked right there, but no big deal. It's 45 seconds on the clock, so yes, a lot of opportunities still left.
Just losing his way a little bit, but look, nothing over the spine. Recovering very well. Where's he going, Andy? Towards the big Red Bull vert wall. Are you kidding me? It's at least 3 feet out of it then.
3 feet out of a vertical tombstone. Think about that. That is one of the hardest things to do. 18 seconds, transferring from the extension into the bull corner. Stepping things through with a 270X up. Can, by the way. 10 seconds. Double bar spin, Randy Fakey, casually looking where their quarter pipe is.
So much composure from Dennis Anderson. Just a pleasure to watch him ride. Such an incredibly talented bike rider.
There's a reason why this kid is Dennis Anderson. We are not. Absolutely killed it one or more at a time. Anderson is on a fire. And the next rider showed us already in round number 1 that he's on fire. He wants to do it one more time. Alex Hyam. 360 tail whip over the island, transferring into the spine, catching speed in the bull corner, taking that speed into the opposite bull corner for a stretch no-hander. I like what I see, Baz. He's taking the energy into the wave.
Yeah, he's definitely in contention for the World Championship, Andy. He just has to keep it together in these final moments in his second run.
It's not only about this podium for this event here. It's about the World Championship title. And only 3 gentlemen are having it in their palms to make that happen. Larry Edgar, Alex Hyam, as we see him ride right now. Oh my God, how did he survive that one?
Wow, double tail whip.
How is he so talented?
Double tail whip 180, landing fakie and pulling
Still got 10 seconds, Baz. Where is he taking it? Where is he using it? Look at that, boom.
Wow.
I am lost for words. This kid is something else. Alex Hyam is delivering the Alex Hyam show to its finest here. Look at that, beautiful images here. Good looking people of Malaga in southern Spain. He's getting all the love from the brothers on the deck. Keeping his smile, that's what I love, and the positive energy. And we are going back to Mr. Larry Edgar.
Here we go, Andy, check the height.
Keep it going, Larry. Bring that fire. Whoa, slightly slid out. Kept the speed, no dramas. Still got 40 seconds on the clock. Larry Edgar is on one big mission. Same as big as that flare was. Big no-hander over the spine.
Check the height on the 360. Boom, upside down, landing perfectly again.
I just love the way that 360 looks, almost like a little bit of like a black flip corked over the shoulder. Thrown down the combinations.
Truck to X over the box.
And just using every single inch this course offers. Oh! No big deal, nothing happens. Still 5 seconds on the clock. He has something remaining on the spine, going for like a huge 180. Didn't pull it together, didn't matter in the end anyway. Larry Edgar showing one more time that why he won this event in 2017. So, excuse me, actually won the World Championship in 2017. Heat 3. Oh, everyone, gentlemen, run-twos, recap clips coming your way now. Look at that. This is what we just witnessed coming out of every gentleman in the last runs, in the last moment. Look at that extension he brought to the table. An alley-oop pocket air coming out of Peraza. As you said, Baz, there is a position where he's blindsided. Absolutely so technical. And speaking of technical, the front wheel Jedi, Jason Watts on a mission. Boyd Hilder charging with a backflip, including a bar spin, excuse me.
Yeah.
So technical, so diverse.
And look at this, Dennis Anderson starting with a double truck over the box. We saw that nothing over the spine. And look at this, big air out of the Red Bull tombstone. And look at that, step through can-can, 270 over the box.
Alex Hyam spreading the wings. I love what I saw here. The local people are behind us and they're standing on the bridge. They're standing on the freeway bridge to watch this contest. Look at that. The people are standing on the bridge to look and getting a peek here into the Malaga Ruben Alcantara skate park. Alex Hyam delivering exactly what those people want to see. Landing a little bit flat there, but no big deal. He's an absolute powerhouse. Wow, wow, wow. And these are the current standings. Chase Hawk remains in second. Corey Walsh is in, no, Chase Hawk in first. Corey Walsh in second. Boyd Hilder in third. Gary Young in fourth. And Dennis Anderson in sixth place. So the reason why Dennis is in sixth place, again, we want to mark out the opportunity that this is a progressive score. So Dennis was actually higher up than everyone else. Like, there is a progressive score. Again, it is not a best run count score. It is overall impression. So there is a lot of room for increasing, but also decreasing. Beautiful images right there. We are just hitting that right spot right now. We're getting our last energy up. Now is the time to grab a sip of that Red Bull. Grab a sip of that anything you're drinking right now, because we are getting ready for the final runs out of each and every one of the riders. Gary Run rocking the Dakota Roach Van signature shirt next to the Bad Boy Batters. Ready for his last one hot minute. Getting everything ready. If you are a Gary Young fan, now's the time to show it. Here we go, one more time. Gary Young dropping in. Baz, what is he bringing?
It's always hard to predict where Gary's going to go. Look at that! Are you kidding me? The alley-oop, the big transfer. Straight into a tail whip. What a start to his third run. Oh, Gary just getting so unlucky, but he's keeping momentum.
Come on, Gary, nothing happened. 45 seconds still. You got this, brother. Going for that transfer from the tombstone into the Vans extension. 360 turn down. I like that one. Also, as well as many other tricks, a true Gary Young classic. And always a crowd pleaser. Looking it back with a look back. Downside, double peg of 540. 1.5 rotations coming out of Gary with the last 10 seconds on the clock, getting the last little speeds, and then all eyes on the extension. Where is he taking the energy? 360 tail whip.
Yes, Gary, what a great end to his run. He's still got energy, look.
I'm clapping my hands out of respect, because this guy is an absolute powerhouse, and he showed 3 times in a row that he can shred anything what he wants and whenever he wants. Gary Young getting the love from all the brothers here. Corey Walsh, Dustin, everyone on the deck right now. Kevin Peraza, look at this one, Bass.
Okay, 360 tail whip over the box, backwards. Alley-oop over the transfer. Original, big, technically difficult lines. Where's Kevin going? Oh! So unlucky. He's keeping it going, though.
30 seconds, half a minute left for KP. He needs all that energy for a last half a minute. Come on, KP. Going for a tail whip drop in from the quarter pipe. Back into the skate park. Down whip over the spine. Step up. And I think that is it, and he is calling it. Thank you so much. A big, huge shout out to all the Peraza family members, but especially and in particular to KP right now, who delivered his final and last run. All right, Mr. Wasp, Jason, the Guadalajara, Mexico winner just a few weeks ago. Where is he taking the speed? All eyes on the quarter pipe, Baz.
Yep, started with a big 1 foot flatty over the transfer. Another equally as high, 1 foot flatty on the quarter to flat bank. Heading into the wave, lots of speed.
Oh yeah, tons of speed.
Big no-handed transfer.
Carving all over the doorway, over the keyhole, as I like to call it. He's got a little bit more than 30 seconds on the clock still.
Oh, beautiful 360 over the box jump.
Wonderful shots here.
He's got 20 seconds. What's he going to finish with?
Oh, with absolutely amazing maneuvers, just like that one. Jason Watts looking at 10 seconds. Press it, press it.
There it is.
Oh yeah, 5 seconds. Is he using it? Is he using it? The question is, with what is he using it? He's eyeballing something. Do it, do it, do it. Oh!
So close, so incredibly close. Just dropping the front wheel there. So hard to keep your balance on a manual with no brakes, especially after doing a decade into it.
Absolutely right. Jason Watts here wrapping up his final course visit, and Boyd Hilder is getting ready. Getting a little bit blinded by the wonderful Malaga sun, giving us the love into the camera, and we are getting ready for the Boyd Hilder Show Part 3. Yeah, bud. Big down whip.
That was at height, wasn't it? It was so slow. He caught the pedals perfectly.
Absolutely right. Another picture perfect no-hander. 1, 2, triple, was a triple bar, 360 triple bar.
It really was. 3 times he spun the handlebars.
And not only he spun the bar 3 times, he catched it in between too, just to spin it one more time. That's absolutely insane.
Quick
so much
thinking
timing.
from Boyd Hilder.
Yes, indeed. Carving into the bull corner, stepping up into the shark fin, into the potato wedge, into the wave, taking his last 15 seconds over the island. You could feel it. He's running out of energy. Do it. Grizz Air. All eyes on the Red Bull Tombstone. Go for the cannonball. Throwing the bike almost forward a tad. And a no-hander fly out. A massive, big high 10, high 5 to Boyd Hilder.
He's having a blast out there today. Look at him, smiles all around, riding his bike in the sunshine with his friends. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. But in drops Dennis Anderson for his 3rd and final run. Our winner in Huntington Beach, California, a month or so ago. Where's he going, Andy?
Taking the speed with a 3. Oh, a good transfer out of the spine into the volcano. And he's not holding back yet. No shortage of holding back. We're still at 40 seconds on the clock. Mr. Anderson. Everyone is getting treated by his riding right now. Taking this speed for a tail whip transfer from the volcano into the Red Bull Tombstone. You got to be kidding me.
Wow, what an incredible tail that was. Just transferring from that little quarter all the way into the Red Bull vert wall. Double bar spin on the hip.
Casually as he does, no big dramas.
As he heads towards the spine, where are we going? Flip whip. Perfect.
We got 10 seconds still to go here. Mr. Anderson at 10 seconds.
Wow, that was the run he wanted. Executed perfectly, showed great composure. Wow, that flip whip over the spine was perfect.
These are the images I'd like to see. Kevin Peraza, Chase Hawk, Gary Young, everyone on the deck giving a high 5 to Mr. Anderson. He's making friends. He's earned himself so many friendships with his, hands down, one of the nicest human beings on the planet on and off his bike. But back to Alex Heim, final visit to the course. Come on, Alex.
Alley-oop tail whip at about 7 or 8 feet up there, Andy. From Alex Heim. Where's he going? Back towards his favorite obstacle, the spine. Look at this. Wow. Huge 360.
At height, by the way. Look at that, just in front of the Malaga crowd sitting in the grandstands, which are getting treated with that Alex Heim magic.
Where are we going? Huge 540 bar.
Gotta love that one. 540 bar's been coming out of Alex Heim. Come on, Alex, yes.
360 tail whip, 2 fakie, pulled perfectly, and he's still at his favorite obstacle, the spine ramp. Toothpick over 270, so technically difficult.
10 seconds, Baz. Down whip. Looking at the 5-second mark. Ladies and gentlemen, Boyd Builder. Let me just point out one thing. Anything that Alex Hyam just delivered here on the course, a couple of years ago, that was a finishing move. That was an ender. And he's linking everything together in a 60-second run. This is absolutely ridiculous. Alex Hyam, you are something else, my friend.
Here we go, Larry Edgar, 3rd and final run. World Championship on the line.
Is the last 60 seconds for today. Larry Edgar boosting.
Oh my goodness. That was the highest air we've seen all day, I'm sure of it. Where's he going, Andy? This is a great start to his 3rd and final run. Like I said, the World Championship is on the line.
He wants this. Not only he's hungry, he wants more. Not only he wants the championship, he wants some points into this competition as well. The question is, can he pull it together? Come on, Larry! Larry Edgar Show. Crazy Larry, as we like to call him. 20 seconds. The last 20 seconds of competition here at the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship. Baz, 15 seconds.
Come on, Larry. Hold it together. Running out of steam a little bit towards the end of his run, but the first half was so beautiful. He might have done what it takes. Enough. He might have done enough, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen all over the world watching us live right now, no matter if it's here live on site or on Red Bull TV, welcome. That was the last run out of Larry Edgar from a BMX finals here at the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship 2018. We just witnessed the most insane riding ever on the planet, delivered in a 20-man final here, live on site in the Ruben Alcantara skate park in Malaga, Sydney, Australia, Huntington Beach, Guadalajara, but Cuatro is the magic number right here in Malaga for the championship event. I'm out of words. I'm lost for words. The riding, what we just witnessed, was something else. The big question is, 3 gentlemen I'd like to mention out. It's Alex Hyam, Dennis Anderson, and Larry Edgar. Who will walk away? Who will fly back home with the 2018 World Championship belt? Baz, put your money on the table, buddy.
It's so hard to call, and I'm so glad that I'm not a judge, but if I had to say, I would say that Larry could be taking the World Championship. He went out there in his 3rd and final run and really did what it takes, you know, to take it.
So many people charge it hard, and here are some highlights coming your way out of the all-men finals. Here we go, Cody Pollard, Blueston. The Australian out of Brisbane, if I'm not mistaken, showing everyone what style in Australia looks like. The local Miguel Cresta earned himself a spot into the men's finals, and he charged it hard. Mr. New York, Mr. Rochester, charged it hard. 16 years of age, I'm gonna tell it. This guy's got a bright, bright future in BMX freestyle, that's for sure. Look at that backflip tail whip, absolutely crazing. I'm a huge fan of this kid, Paul Turlin. So much style, so much energy, made in Germany. And this kid is another firecracker. Just look at him, Sam Koch out of the Netherlands. I like to call him the Flying Dutchman, and here's a reason why. Look at that 180 pass. That was just something else today.
Check out Chris James. Look at the height. Look, just, that was the shot of him crashing, but look. Pat Casey, so many big tricks. Here's that flare tail whip on the quarter to bank. Nice flare in the spine section. 360 down whip.
Oh, back to the local boy, to the crowd favorite, P2, Alejandro Alvara, a.k.a. P2. Originally from Argentina, but he resides here in Malaga for almost half of his lifetime. And he also rocks the bar at the Recycle Bar here, a local joint we always like to go. This guy also shredded here, Matt Cordova, followed by Chase Hawk. Of course, last year's winner showed one more time with maneuvers like these why he earned himself the 2017 title here out of out of Malaga. Corey Walsh, not to forget, Tris Fox. So many amazing and insane riding happened here. And these are just the highlights, or some of the highlights. In fact, coming all the 20 men. Gary Young charged at 360, left a little bit of the skin, left a souvenir here into the Malaga skate park. Kevin Peraza with the alley-oop. And then got to Jason Watts. Watso with signature moves like these, laying it flat into the wedge. Having those almost unlocked. His back wheel just tabbed a little bit, but no dramas. Into that down whip to foot jam. Boyd Hilder, the youngster, an up-and-comer, and absolutely destroyer no matter on what terrain. Boyd Hilder showed everyone in Spain how he's riding his bicycle. Going upside down with a flare, which is a backflip 180. Dennis Anderson with maneuvers like these. Big transfers into the tombstone, backflip tail whip. Baz, that's it. I just love when there's no highest obstacle ever he would not try that foot jam fakie.
No, you're absolutely right, Andy. We saw so many incredible tricks like that foot jam tail whip by Alex Heim on the biggest ramp on our course. But you just see so much good riding went down, and it's so difficult for the 4 judges to separate this now, break it down, and choose our winners. You know, but we do have the best judges, the most experienced riders in the world, breaking it apart, and wow, I'm just so happy I got to witness that.
Well, if you just witnessed those highlights on the TV, and if you didn't witness it at all, you definitely missed out. These are the highlights, or these were the highlights out of the 2018 Malaga BMX World Championship event, Vans BMX Pro Cup. I still got goosebumps all over my body. I'm excited to hear the results very, very soon. Not only the top 3 with the podium guys here after the Malaga event, but also, again, who will walk away with the 2018 title? Will the reigning champion, Larry Egger, do it again, or will actually have a bit of a talks with Alex Heim or Dennis Anderson? We will learn that in a very, very short time. Baz, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to say anything. It's just speculating.
Yeah, I mean, just everybody killed it. And at the end of the day, it's, you know, it was a celebration out there. Everybody put in a great performance and really rode their hearts out. And ultimately now it's down to the judges. The riders did their job, and I can guarantee you everyone will go away happy. It's not always about winning and losing in BMX, but there does have to be a winner. And we will see our tour winner today crowned here in Malaga. What an exciting prospect this is, waiting for the judges' decision. You can feel the tension in the air, Andy.
We feel the tension indeed, my friend. It was an absolute pleasure so far, but the final remaining question is the highlight, the up-and-coming last highlight is obviously, or are obviously the awards, and it absolutely warms my heart to see Sergio Laios is one of them. But back to you, Daryl, now on course right now.
All right, thank you guys. Well, it is my honor to announce to the world right now our Vans BMX Pro Cup Malaga Stop winner is none other than this man right here, Chase Hawk. Chase, much love and congratulations being out there on the course. How does it feel to take top honors in Malaga 2 years in a row?
Wow. Just thank you. It's beautiful, amazing city. You guys have the most amazing energy. It's so fun to ride in front of this crowd. I don't know. Let's have some cervezas.
Chase, every rider around the world is just losing their mind. Your riding was so smooth, so effortless, putting it out there together. Do you have any words to up-and-coming riders who emulate and love your style?
Have fun, keep doing what you're doing. BMX is one of the most amazing things that you can be a part of, and I love you all.
Well, Chase, we definitely love you. Congratulations, and any words to the fans here in Malaga and watching around the globe?
I can't wait to see you all next year.
Give it up for Chase Hawk. Much love. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, boys and girls. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Chase Hawk. He did it again. The 2017 dude out of Malaga, he did it again. Chase Hawk. I'm so pumped for this kid. Cannot wait. But you know what? It's not only this kid. I'm getting super excited. I cannot wait to hear the results for top 3 here and also the 2018 Vans BMX Pro Cup World Champion.
That's right, Andy. We're about to find out who our tour winner is going to be. You can feel the tension in the air. Larry, Alex Heim, and Dennis Anderson are all waiting patiently for the results. They know that Chase won today, but that isn't the big result we're waiting for.
No, exactly right. It's all about the year-end title. Who collected the most points after Sydney, after Huntington Beach, after Guadalajara, Mexico? Who collected some enough points, hopefully, potentially here in Malaga, to make it and walk away as the 2018 Vans BMX Pro Cup World Champion out of the 2018 tour. It warms my heart to see Sergio Elias out there. He is handing out one of the awards, and we are witnessing on the screens all over the world right now the current standings and the final standings. Chase Hawk in first, just got interviewed by Daryl. Dennis Anderson taken at second place. Corey Walsh with a third. Gary Young, fourth place. Boyd Hilder with a fifth. Larry Edgar, last year's World Tour leader and champion, got to the sixth place. Pat Casey, seventh. Kevin Peraza in eighth. Matt Cordova in ninth. Alex Hayem continues to be in place in number 10. We got Paul Turlin, the German kid, in 11th. Chris Fox in 12th. Zam Koch, the Dutch kid, in 13th. Followed by Jason Watts, Chris James, P2, the local boy, 16th. Jaden Mucha, 17th. And Matty Kramer out of New Jersey, 18th. Miguel Cuesta, and I am so sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you all been waiting for. With no further ado, back to course, back to you, Daryl.
Thank you very much, Sebastian and Andy. I gotta tell you guys, we are so proud to be here at the Ruben Alcantara Skate Park in Malaga, Spain for the Vans BMX Pro Cup World Series Championships. If you think it's a mouthful saying, you guys just witnessed the crazy riding going down. I want to say a thank you to Vans, Red Bull TV, GoPro, McCoy Productions, and the city of Malaga. But a big special thank you to all of our athletes and our fans. I'd like to introduce our presenters, our community representative, Ruben Alcantara, our Vans BMX Pro rider, Sergio Leos, our sports marketing manager, Ben Subrainer, Vans Pro Cup Series Jerry Batters. Well, now, with no further ado, coming in third place, put your hands together for Corey Walsh. All right, coming in second place, put your hands together for Dennis Anderson. And coming in first place, give it up, Chase Hawk. Congratulations to our top 3 finishers. But we know that the Vans BMX Pro Cup travels around the world. After we hit up our 4 stops and we had our World Championships go down, one rider remains on top. He was your defending champion, now 2-time champion, Larry Edgar. Congratulations, back to you guys in the booth.
Oh my goodness, massive, massive congratulations. The 2017 world champion is the 2018 Vans BMX Pro Cup world champion. All eyes, all the attention, all the pressure were on Larry Edgar. Did he succeed? Yes, he did, and he delivered hard. Baz, wow, I'm just, wow.
Incredible to go out there again and be our tour champion 2 years in a row. Incredible performance. You know, he showed so much consistency over the whole tour, and it really does mean everything to come away as the tour winner. Massive congratulations to Larry Edgar. You rode your heart out, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost a wrapping up time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been absolute honor and pleasure seeing all these gentlemen rip, and especially here at the legendary Ruben Alcantara Skate Park. We have a new world champion right now. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Look at those. That's just beautiful images right now. We're going to leave you with these images right now. And all I can say is thank you to everyone all over the world watching this Red Bull TV. If you still want to watch any of these runs, don't forget to click back on Red Bull TV and look out for that analyzer. You can see those runs on demand at the Red Bull TV analyzer. And that's what I'm going to do, because I still can't cope what I just witnessed the last 1.5 hours. Sebastian Keeb, it's been an absolute pleasure. One more time, always having Sidelines team being sidelined with you here. Absolute honor to have your support. And
it's easy to sit here and watch my favorite riders do battle on a course like that. I could watch all day, and what a show that was.
It was a show indeed, and if you just missed it, here are a couple of highlights. We say thank you very much, and we see you very, very shortly. 2019 Vans BMX Pro Cup World Championship, signing out. Peace.
Red